my name's Eva and welcome to this channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how lesbians have sex. But before we jump into that, I want to talk about how this question might have a little bit more complexity than initially meets the eye. So oftentimes, when people ask how do lesbians have sex, they are thinking about sex as penis and vagina. And they assume that with lesbian sex, there's no penis. So how can people have sex? And I am going to be talking about different ways that two people with vulvas can have sex together, but there's more complexity here. For one, there are people who aren't women who have vulvas. So trans dudes who are pre-op or non-op, non-binary folks who are also pre-op or non-op, also queer girls, so bi and pan. Also, if you're talking about how two women have sex, trans women exist. So pre or non-op trans women may have penises, so two gals having sex can look a lot of different ways. So when you're talking about lesbian sex, I'm going to be trying to talk about a couple of the ways that two people with vulvas can have sex. Most of them also apply to pre or non-op trans women, and I'm going to be listing a whole bunch of resources at the end of the video. But I hope you enjoy it. So I'm going to start by talking about how two people with vulvas can have sex together. Just keep in mind also that not everybody likes the same things sexually, and this is not an exhaustive list that peeps are gonna do every time that they have sex. So, finger banging, also called fingering. There's also clitoral stimulation, nipple or chest and breast play, using strap-ons or other sex toys like vibrators, anal beads, and dildos, grinding with or without clothes on, which can also be called frottage, tribbing or scissoring, oral sex or cunnilingus, making out, fisting is a thing, rimming, and anal sex, all those things. For trans queer gals having sex, many of those things apply, and people with penises can use vibrators. There are cool attachments that you can get that are specifically suited towards penises, or you can just use them by themselves without any attachments. And using vibrators and toys that are specifically often designed for cis women, for some people help with dysphoria around masturbation or sex, so that's a thing. Also, there's something really cool called muffing, which is fingering of the inguinal canals. So the inguinal canals are in the genital region, and they're where testicles descended from, but they still exist, and you can finger them and they can be pleasurable. I'm going to list some resources for that in the description. Another thing that is for people of all genitals and orientations and bodies is BDSM activities, so power dynamics, impact play, restraints. Those are all ways that queer gals and people with vulvas can have sex. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Eva. I make videos about sexuality, sexual health, relationships. I'm also a bi gal, ergo the bi flag in the back. Yeah, I'm gonna list a bunch of more resources in the description. A lot of them are created by lesbian sex educators, if that is the type of resources that you're into. I also make content for bi and queer gals having sex. But that is all for me today. If you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, feel free to do that. Like this video if you like it, and subscribe if you want more of this inclusive sex ed. But that's all for me today. Have a lovely day.